hand goes here, okay? I'm going to put this one right in here. This hand goes over here, okay? And I'll be right here. So we lock up, and he says, go behind me, okay? So I'm behind him, like this, right?
Right?
And he said, Dustin, I want you to stick your hands around me, rub up and down my chest, graze my down my legs. So I went, what?
Wait.
Rub up and down my chest.
You end up doing the biggest departure you could do from the natural Dustin Rhodes to Goldust. Can you talk a little bit about the idea of the character and why you did it?
I'm sitting at home, and a lot of people don't know this. Some of you do. Me and my father had a falling out, and we weren't speaking or seeing each other or anything for about 5 years. So it was a very difficult time. I'm trying to find myself. What am I going to do with my career here? You know, I had Dad over there, WCW. He's no longer there. What am I going to do with myself now, you know? And I've come to realize that I could not fit in his shoes. I could not, I'm following to the best of my ability in his footsteps, but I was always trying to fit in his shoes and couldn't do it. So I realized I needed to try to do something else. The phone rang. It's Vince McMahon. Dustin. Bruce Pritchard's on the other line, just the three of us. Yes, sir? It's Vince McMahon. I have this idea that I want to run by you. It's this Goldust character, and you know, he's very flamboyant. So I started thinking, okay, he's saying flamboyant. I started thinking Adrian Street, Adrian Adonis style. And I'm like, okay, you know, and he continues on, but he keeps talking and saying this word androgynous. And I'm like, what the fuck is androgynous? But he keeps talking about it, I'm just saying, yes, sir, yes, sir. Well, we'll get you up here next week or something, and we'll go over all the details and stuff like that. I'm saying, okay, I can't wait. I can't wait to do it, man. I finally get to do something on my own. I hung up the phone, and I went immediately to the fucking dictionary, and I looked up what androgynous was. This is a shoot story, man, and I'm just like, what the fuck did I just sign up for? I mean, what in the fuck? So I think to myself, and I go upstairs and I tell Terry, my wife Marlena at the time, and she's like excited about it, but I'm still like, what the fuck? And I meet in the offices of Titan Towers in Stamford, Connecticut. They've got the suit made up already for me. They have the robe, the wig, all the stuff, all the look that they want. I painted my face in the mirror. I walk into the boardroom. They're all sitting around there, all the big wigs, you know, Vince and the music guy and all the production staff. And Vince is go, God damn, that looks really good, you know? And I'm like, oh, thank you. I felt like a fucking weirdo, you know? I'm just like, shit. And I look over in the corner, and Pat Patterson's sitting there in the corner, and he's looking at me like, oh, yeah, my boy. And this is before I knew Pat was, you know, gay, so I was like, oh, yeah, you like it? So I'm really serious with him. Really? Oh, yes, I do. It's very... Anyways, one thing leads to another, and they start explaining the character to me, and I'm, like, signed on, full on now. You know, I'm going to get this character over. And for about 6 months, before that, Vince said, you know, Dustin, after everybody left the office, he said, you're going to get a lot of flack for this. Some of the boys aren't going to like it. You know, some of the fans are going to hate it. You're going to get a lot of grief for this. And if you have any problems, I want you to call me because I'm going full on with this. I went, yes, sir, I sure will. And I did have problems. I had a lot of problems. I had many conversations with Vince in the middle of the night driving to towns. But the first 6 months, it was really difficult because I couldn't figure out the character. I didn't want to play a gay character. So I was kind of sticking away from the androgynous part. And plus, I was learning how to be a heel. I'd never been a heel. I'd been a babyface in WCW. So it was difficult. And I would go out there with the likes of Bob Holly and Duke the Dumpster Droese and trying to learn how to be a heel and do this character. I wasn't getting the reaction that I needed and wanted till Madison Square Gardens with Savio Vega. Now, this is when Vince still went to the shows, the live events. Now he sits in his office at TV and he doesn't come out till it starts, and you can barely talk to him, you know. This is when he was like one of us. You could eat with him, joke around, drink with him, have fun with him, you know, and he just was one of the boys. And he was there that night. He's at the curtain. And Savio, the prior 2 weeks, he'd been trying to talk me into doing something that I did not want to do. And it finally boiled over at the Madison Square Gardens, and he's like, Dustin, just try it this one time, man. Just this one time. I promise you'll see a difference and you won't regret it. And I'm like, fuck. Okay. Just this once. So, you don't like Savio Vega?
Okay, right, here's my thing with Savio Vega, right? So Savio Vega is a prick, and here's why. I got King of the Ring 95 on video. He's on it 4 times. 4 times, right? That's bad enough.
What happens at King of the Ring?
King of the Ring, he was in it 4 times. But did anybody here watch No Way Out in 1998? Does anybody remember that? Right, so it's supposed to be Stone Cold Steve Austin, Owen Hart, Mick Foley, and Terry Funk against the New Age Outlaws, Shawn Michaels and Triple H. Shawn Michaels is injured. There's a mystery partner for a pay-per-view main event. Is it Ric Flair? Is it Psycho? Is it Savio fucking Vega?
You don't think Savio's a main event?
No!
Caliber? Jesus, tell me how you really feel. God dang.
He seems lovely, and his burrico music was fun, but no.
So, do you want to hear this? Can I continue now?
Sure,
I mean,
of course.
Jesus Christ, you were giving me this dirty look like you just fucking want to kill Savio Vega.
I don't want to see him killed. I just don't want him in the main event.
Okay, so we're wrestling around, right? And stand up for me. Stand up. I'm going to... You will love this, I promise you. So we're standing up, and we go to lock up, right? Do you know how to lock up? You want me to teach you how to lock up? That hand goes here, okay? I'm going to put this one right in here. This hand goes over here, right. Okay? And I'll be right here. So we lock up, and he says, go behind me. Okay. So I went behind him like this. Right?
Right?
And he said, Dustin, I want you to stick your hands around me, rub up and down my chest, graze my cock down my legs. So I went, what?
Wait.
Rub up and down my chest.
No. Whoa! You don't graze a man's cock.
This is the shit that he wanted me to do to him, so I did it. And then he turned around just like you did and chased me out of the ring. I ran out of the ring, and it worked for the first time in 6 months. First time in 6 months, the crowd came off their feet. Now, New York is predominantly a Puerto Rican area, and Savio Vega, that you hate so much, is Puerto Rican, right? So I roll out of the ring, and every obscenity is being screamed at me for the first time in 6 months. And I was like, holy shit. And it was loud, man. I mean, just, they were pissed off. They were so mad at me. They wanted to kill me. And you're getting close to the railing, man, and they're swinging at you. And you see the anger in their eyes, man. And it's just like, damn, that was fucking easy. Shit. So I roll back in, and Savio's looking at me. And I'm looking at him. He's laughing. And I go up to him again, and he starts laughing. So what the fuck are you laughing at? But we talk a lot in the ring. What the fuck are you laughing at? And he said, I want you to do one more for me. So I push him back to the ropes. He said, I want you to turn around, stick your ass in my dick, and start rubbing your ass on my dick. And I'm like, shit, I've already gone this far, so I did it. He pushed me off and chased me again. I rolled out of the ring. The crowd erupted even louder this time. And I'm like, every word you could possibly hear was thrown my way. So we get through this match. I'm the IC champion. I get out of the ring. Savio's standing up in the corner, and he's holding my belt or whatever. I run to the back. 'Cause I wasn't used to these freaking sex suits yet, okay? I wasn't used to them. They're very hot. I couldn't breathe, and I rolled through the curtain there, and I laid down, and that's how I got out of the suit. To get out of the suit, and Vince comes over there. He's got this grin on his face. He's got, God damn it, that was fucking great, man. Holy shit. I knew he was either going to kill me or it was going to be good. why don't you go back out there and get some heat, and we'll bring it back next month, and we'll sell this son of a bitch out. Holy fuck, Dustin. God damn, that was good. I went, yes, sir. So I zip up my shit, and I run back out there, and I give him a nut shot, hit him with the belt on the head, and we bring it back the next month, and we sell it out, and that's how the Goldust character got over.